Tonight we're going to talk about get up, stand up, and show up for yourself. We're done looking for validation and approval from outside of yourselves, ourselves, whatever, if you're still doing it. And we're entering the era of being unapologetically ourselves in our fullness, realizing that we don't even know what that looks like because we're constantly expanding and evolving. And that it's okay for us to be those beings that are in constant motion. And one day we feel like this, and the next day we feel like that. And one day we want this, and the next day we want that. And it's okay to be in that stage of, wait, who am I? I think we mentioned that like Alice in Wonderland, because now like everything is changing rapidly. And if you're in the flow of life, you're changing rapidly as well. So what resonated yesterday might not resonate today, but could resonate tomorrow or could resonate never again. And that's okay. And that's the beauty of life. And that's the beauty of flowing with life. And to understand that we don't owe anything to anybody, and that relationships in 5D are formed on vibrational alignment. They're not formed on, we've been friends for 10 years, I am your brother, or anything like that that binds us to codependency. But relationships are based on authenticity, and there's no expectation, demand, because we're not coming from lack and limitation. There's just the desire for more freedom, more love, more joy, more expansion. And you invest in yourself and the relationships that support that if you are on the path of growth, expansion, elevation, ascension. So if something is no longer aligning, if it's draining your energy, if it's just not the thing that you're needing right now, you can drop it right away. You start to read a book, it's not resonating, no need to finish the thing. You start to watch a movie, you don't like it, no need to finish the thing. And we're also moving from the space of consuming content and then criticizing, or spending time with people we don't care for and then criticizing them, to creating, because we're powerful creator beings, and whatever we give attention to and keep our focus on, that's what expands and multiplies. So if you're not finding the book that you want to read, write it. If you're not finding a story like yours anywhere online and you can't relate completely to anything, then share your story and see who relates to you. And that is our power, that whatever we wish to see in the world that is not the way we want to see it, we can change that by us putting it out there in the world. Instead of being in victim mode and saying, the world is like this and I'm this powerless person. And it's like, no. If we want to see more positivity in the world, stop watching the news and feeding the fear, lack, limitation agenda, and instead start creating your own news by putting out there things that are happy and things that are true and real for you. But even this is not right, because I don't want to tell you what to do. Uh, but I kind of record these lives for reminders, as reminders to myself. And that's what I'm doing. Let's just put it like this. That's what I'm doing. So here is my choice. I choose to do what brings me joy. I choose to get together with people who uplift and elevate me. I choose to keep expanding into more and more of my true self. I choose to have fun, and I choose to feel all my feelings and process them and get the wisdom that they bring. I choose to say no when I want to say no, and yes when I want to say yes. I choose to keep exploring consciousness. I choose adventure. I choose nature. I choose sunlight. I choose gardening and growing food. I choose rest and sleep and naps and cats. I choose making art. I choose exploring myself endlessly and finding newer and newer and more interesting facets in myself. Um, yeah, what do you choose? What are the choices that you're making? And what are the changes that you're making? And what are the things that you're not changing, which means that you're still choosing them even if you don't like them? And what are the things that you're choosing that require to make certain changes? And how are you showing up for yourself? Are you following through with the things that you say that you're choosing? And if you are choosing certain things, then why don't your actions match? Or do they match? Very interesting questions. Is the silence scary? Is the darkness of the screen scary? And that's what a lot of people are afraid of, being by themselves, with themselves, because they're a large unknown to themselves, and the unknown is always scary. And without anybody to reflect you and project onto, you're left with yourself. Who is that self? Very interesting things to think about and feel.